Alright, Hotep, Aquaba, blessed up, greetings! Welcome back to the Recovery Room of Racism Non-Anonymous. I am Sis Abena, and I am the recovering African enslaved in America, and I am a representative from the Voices of the Margins. Come closer. I'm also true to the cause of African liberation via unification, utilizing the tool of healthy and effective communication. I am also a black survivor, surviving in this system of racism, white supremacy. Yo, this is another episode in Abena's World, another part of my story, as another part of my discussion, my dissertation. I was just listening to Stevie Wonder singing about, you better tell your story. And I couldn't understand the other word, like fair or something. But at any rate, as I thought about that, it's like, yes, that's what I am about, telling my story, my way, sharing my life, my lived experiences, with the eye towards other folks learning something from it, useful, hope, and constructive as you also work to survive. Today I just want to talk really quick about my experience with meeting in person the infamous Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. I paid $40 to travel to Washington, D.C. on yesterday, which was Thursday, the second Thursday of the month, where she gives lectures the second Thursday of every month. With the Cress Welsing Institute is what she calls it, And here's my proof that I was there. Let me zoom in so you could see, that in fact, I attended. When you're doing research and scientific research, you always have to prove, your stuff. So I went. And, and again, like I said, it's the first time I've met her in person. I have studied her works and have integrated her work in support of putting the theories into practice. Racism Non-Anonymous is a revolutionary 12-step program uniquely designed with the African in mind, designed to support us with externalizing the faulty story that we are seemingly hooked on, i.e. addicted to. Thinking and behaving as if we are white people. Same old story, no sequel. It was the same old goddamn story, no sequel. My experiences with this matriarch of African liberation, working to liberate the minds of the people, if you will. In that, as I introduced myself to her and shared some of the things that I have been able to develop as a result of the work that she's done, I was pretty much summarily dismissed. She began to get very busy and had to set up for her discussion and did not have time to talk to me, or listen to me rather. She did not have time to listen. She was not interested, it seemed, to listen to me. I wrote, some thoughts and feelings that came up. Here's my notebook. I wrote what I was thinking and feeling, after my interaction with her, my direct interaction with her. I thought, okay, so maybe my timing was off. Timing is everything, as they say. I talked with her prior to the start of her lecture. I kind of was thinking, okay, maybe this is the best time, because after the lecture, which is scheduled to be 3 hours, Annie, Abena, are you okay? The answer is no, I'm not okay right now. I'm hurting. It hurts. Was prior to a 3-hour discussion, at which time I kind of had a sense, having been at conference and discussion groups like this before, after a presenter shares at the end, people, the table is flooded, and there's not time. There would have not been time to really say a whole heck of a lot. So I said this may have been a better time. It's 15 minutes or so prior to the start. People were still coming in. We arrived early, yet, apparently it wasn't the best time. Yet, I wonder, and what I've come to know is that it seems that it's never sort of a best time, if you will, to share with another scholar of African descent works that you have also created, or put together, because of the sort of living the cultural story of the European, which is a story that is based on competition, survival of the fittest and capitalizing off of each other, and thinking that if you have something to offer, that somehow it will compromise what I'm offering. That is like a European thing. It's always about competition. Who is going to be heard? As opposed to the position that I come from, which is a building and a sharing. You have something to offer, I have something to offer. Let's see how they fit together to build. Yet I've found invariably that many other scholars of African descent, and not just in particular yet, and our elders of African descent, are not able to really build. They're on the top, they're the elder, and so everyone must look up to them. They never look down and listen to what the offspring of their labor and the fruits of their labor have to offer. And that's the same dynamic of a parent and child. Many parents do not listen to their children. They're so damn busy telling them what they should do, how they should do it, why they should do it because of what I did, that you're missing a whole heck of a lot of stuff and killing the spirit of the youth, and wonder why our youth are like off the hook with their disrespect and disregard for authority. Because authority figures disrespect and disregard us. Now, excuse me, I didn't read all of what I wrote. I didn't read any of what I wrote, actually, because I'm talking to you. I don't need to, refer to and read it out of a book all the damn time. Because I just said what I was thinking and feeling about the whole situation with my meeting in person, the infamous Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. For me, that does not negate, if you will, the things that she has revealed to us regarding this system of racism, white supremacy. However, it certainly validates, if you will, my work, my research, what I have come to know, my awareness, and my purpose for being in this world. It seems it's just really to bear witness to the bullshit that's going on, and the condition that the people are in this world, African descendants in particular. And it supports the need for this program of recovery, because it is important, I've sensed, for people to look at themselves and recognize how what you are saying, how you are saying what you are saying, and what you are doing, and how you are doing what you're doing, is supportive of the system of racism, white supremacy, a system that is designed to kill the spirit of the African. And because, in the end, that's what she did. We arrived early, so initially I chose a position that was like the third row in, and right sort of in the center. So, there were several rows above me and off to the sides. Yet after that experience, I was my spirit was very wounded. I felt this sense of rejection. I kind of questioned myself. Is it the smell? Did my breath smell? Was it the smell of nicotine smoke around me? Because I do smoke cigarettes. Is that why she dismissed me? And she did. You know, is there something wrong with me? There must be something wrong with me. And I felt very insecure and hurt. And I moved. I wanted to move. I didn't want to sit front and center. I didn't want to look at her like in the face anymore, because I knew if I did, it would have been with a very intense gaze designed to create discomfort in her. And I was like, you know, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to see her like that close anymore. And there was a part of me that was disconnected from her. And because I became so insecure within myself, I moved to another position in the room, one where I was able to see the whole room, everybody in it, and my back was sort of to the wall, so that there was nobody behind me that provided the security that had been shaken in me at the time. And I felt more safe and secure within myself and able to listen and watch other people, and, you know, for the next 3 hours, you know, for the lecture. And so I just wanted to share my experiences, like African people, my people. How low we have become when we do what we do to each other without seemingly any thought. I'll come back, I'll share some more things that I learned today, because I had a conversation with an elder brother in part about this, but I don't want this to be very lengthy. Yet, like Chuck Fender say, I swear I will never switch. To defend poor people is still my greatest wish. And I swear that I will never switch. And even those who are poor in culture, spirit, as is Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. There's a poverty in her awareness of herself in terms of her own practice of causing harm to African descendants without a second thought. And I swear I'll never switch.